Effective Parenting and Children's Rights, Scottish Family Law Case Analysis. Rights and Responsibilities of the Parent and State. Children are observed as the greatest resources that will be utilized in the future. Hence, it is the responsibility of every parent to take good care of their children. Proper parenting leads to the growth and development of children who are productive within society. In contrast, poor parenting leads to raising children who may be a liability to society. Scotland is one of the nations worldwide with strict and favorable laws that govern parenting and children's rights. This paper strives to highlight some of the laws adopted by the Scottish judicial system to ensure proper parenting for the benefit of the children. Alcoholism is one of the greatest causes of poor parenting worldwide, since most alcoholic parents invest more time and resources outside instead of spending the resources on their families. From the case study, Dylan's mother can be considered irresponsible since she is an alcohol addict, which affects her parenthood. Children living with alcoholic parents also end up being a liability to society since they indulge in criminal activities because they have no one to show them better ways of living. Their mental health is also affected since they feel different from their peers and are properly raised and protected by their parents. The Scottish government and legislators have adopted various laws that aim at ensuring that all children in the nation are well protected and brought up most productively. The Children Act of 1995 ensures that all children have been raised appropriately. The law, which is commonly referred to as the Looked After Children, was majorly implemented to ensure that children who face neglect in their homes are taken by the local authorities to be provided with a proper environment for personal development. Dylan became one of the looked after children by the Scottish local authorities because he was being raised by an alcoholic mother and a father who was not always available due to a tight working schedule. His parents are also not married and live separately, making it difficult for him to get the full attention of his parent like other normal children in Scotland. The Scottish laws outline how a child's well-being should be ensured in case of a breakup or divorce. Both parents should arrange how the child will live comfortably and maintain a good relationship with both parents. The main parental rights and responsibilities portrayed in the Scottish laws include making choices about where your child will stay and how your child is brought up. The law also dictates that the mother takes parental responsibility for the child immediately after birth, as the father supports her in raising the child. However, a court of law may limit a mother's responsibilities and rights if she portrays instances of irresponsibility that endanger the child's upbringing. In this case, Dylan's mother, an alcoholic, is forced to give up the custody of her son to the father or the local authorities. Rights and Responsibilities of the Children and State. From the case study, Dylan is the most affected since his parents are never available to ensure his proper well-being. There are many circumstances where parental presence is required, but he does not enjoy the privilege of parental care and responsibilities. He portrays very antisocial behavior in school because he does not enjoy the happiness experienced by his peers in most environments where he spends most of his time, such as school. Because of this reason, most of those who are around him are affected because of his behavior. Some of the behaviors that portray Dylan as an individual who lacks proper parental care include snatching and confiscating other children's property. This shows how he is always in need of such properties, but his parents are not always available to provide him with such items. Another instance where Dylan portrays a lack of parental providence is when he is caught shoplifting different products from the local stores. Dylan is among many children whose parents do not invest enough time and resources to ensure their well-being is considered for better growth and development. Showing great disrespect to his stepmother is also major evidence that Dylan is rebellious against his father and his new family. This shows that he blames his father for the poor upbringing that his alcoholic mother subjected him to since he was never available when he needed him the most. The Scottish laws have adopted laws that will help ensure that parents who subject their children to various forms of emotional abuse and neglect are charged before the court of law. The 2014 Children and Young Persons Act majorly aims to criminalize the neglect of children living in Scotland. However, Scottish laws also provide room for the prosecution of underage children who break the laws. For example, Dylan's case can be forwarded to a children's reporter who can forward the criminal case for hearing as well as include the offenses in his criminal records.